Hi everyone, this is going to be a brief video to remind you how to do the daily period by period attendance on the teacher side, just with some minor updates from our most recent conversations. So the first thing you are going to do is you're going to pull this class attendance Google form. It's going to ask you right away if you want to make a copy of that form. You do want to make a copy of this form. I already have a copy of this form that I'm just going to pop over to, but you're going to want to select that. So then your daily homeroom attendance Google form is going to look like this. You're going to update it with your name, the subject, and then you're going to have just the information posted here as well. It's going to collect email addresses for our kiddos, and it's also going to ask them to enter their Gmail address. That's to make sure that the kid who is logged in is the kid who's typing in this form, to make sure that no kid can just say they're another student that they actually are not. You're going to update this so we have it different for your different periods. So maybe you have this particular section is period 3, 7, 8, and 4, whatever that is, that you'll update. The kids will enter in their last name and first name. It'll just ask them if they've checked their Google Classroom and their school Gmail account. And then lastly, this is just them agreeing that they have checked their information. Remember that you need to add your email address here and your phone extension here. Just another really simple indicator for the students of how to get a hold of you each and every day. Once you have this all updated, what you will then do in your Google Classroom is, remember, we've updated some settings so that we have only announcements living in the stream, classwork has all your content, and hopefully you started breaking things down and you have your pacing guide then at the top. Not to throw you off, I'm sorry to do this. We're going to create just one more topic for you. And we think it's just going to be, after talking to some colleagues, it's going to make just more sense to have a second at the very top section called period attendance. So it'll go period attendance, pacing guide, and then your content below. So pacing guides are still living there, but you're also going to have that Google form live here so the students remember every day to check their period attendance. So we're going to create a material and we're going to say period attendance due every day. And we're going to add the link to this particular form by hitting send, link, copy, and we are going to add a link here just like this. Remember to make the topic period attendance, and then we're going to post. So then this is a permanent material. It will live here. You will never need to change anything. It's going to be here every day. Your pacing guide is below that, and then your content is below that. On your side of this form, then, remember that you're going to have a lot of these responses, especially if you're going to have them, coming in from multiple class periods every day. You're going to have this fill up very quickly. So make sure that you're opening the sheet that is associated with this. It's going to be the easiest way to kind of organize and keep track of everything. What you'll see when you get in here is you will see, the email address has been collected, and then enter email address. Make sure those are the same every day. When you're looking at the timestamp, that's how you know you're getting your most up-to-date daily assignments. Just double check those are the same. That's how you know the correct kid is signing in. If you want to just look at one certain class period, remember you can filter by a number of features here. You can highlight any of these rows. So like, let's say you just want to look and see who is on the 12th for period 1. You can go through and highlight any row, hit the arrow beside the letter to the right of the letter, and then that'll let you sort A to Z or Z to A. So if I want to have, I want period 9 at the top, Z to A, I want period 3 at the top, A to Z. So you can sort that way and just make it easy to kind of go through and check off every day who's been present and who hasn't been. What I recommend that you do is I recommend that you take this information at the end of every day, whenever, or the morning after, whatever you want to do, and you want to copy as many responses as you've received. And I recommend you make a second sheet within this, so like a second page almost. And to do that, you hit this little plus sign. But we're going to call this, these are the old answers, previous answers, whatever you want to make this. This is going to be the old stuff that like you want to hang on to, but you might not necessarily need as often. If you just copy and paste that over here, it can live somewhere else, but then you can go through and you can delete that content over here. It doesn't really serve you a purpose to have in two places, and you don't want to inundate yourself. So now your new responses will be at the very top, and your old answers can be over here at the bottom. So that's going to be your updates of just some slight tweaks for your daily period by period attendance. What you'll see is this looks very similar to what we are asking the students to do for their homeroom attendance. So the homeroom attendance will be at classwork, and daily homeroom attendance, and it'll live right here as well as a material. So we're trying to keep this consistent, easy for teachers, and easy for students. Thanks so much, and I hope this helps.